I think once A.J. Brown saw Devontae Smith getting $25 million per year in new money, that was time for A.J. Brown to get an adjustment.
They knew that. I mean, they knew.
He asked
They're
for
not
it,
stupid.
and the
Right.
Eagles gave it to him.
Yeah.
The Eagles didn't say, you're under contract for 3 more years.
Right.
Now, there was a time where the Eagles might have done that.
Yeah.
Sorry, you've signed an agreement here. It's right here in writing. See your name. You signed it down
Right.
here. You understand this is what you've committed to. You're stuck with it. No, they fixed it. And they fixed it with 3 years on the back end of the 3 years he already had under contract at $96 million for the 3 years. Technically the highest paid receiver in terms of new money. You know, we see it with all these receiver deals. There's the reality and there's what we originally hear, and they all are puffed up. They all are presented in the light most favorable to the agent. That's the game. The agent wants to take this contract and leverage it into more clients. So I negotiated the contract for the highest paid receiver in football. That's fine. That's just the way it is.
Well, do you think
it's still a great contract?
Is there anything crazy
Still
here with
contract.
this one? Like anything that you're...
No, we had the full
standard,
numbers last week, and there's nothing about it that I even remember thinking,
It's
you
not
know, like
Fugazi.
there's no Fugazi,
Right.
there's no Fugazi final year to drive up the average,
Right.
like we've seen with other deals. I think that it's pretty straightforward, but the reality is it's not $32 million a year. It's a 6-year deal that takes what he was due to make over the next 3 years and packages it all up and adds the new money. It's still a good deal because he got the commitment he was looking for. He got the raise he was looking for. He has the security he was looking for. He's got a lot more in guarantees. That's the key.
That's the big
money
thing.
that's fully guaranteed,
Right.
or we call it a practical guarantee because it's not fully guaranteed now, but it becomes fully guaranteed next year, and they're not going to cut him after 1 year. So it is guaranteed as a practical matter because things would really have to go haywire to cut A.J. Brown after one season.
Right, with probably
under this new
salary
contract.
cap number of like, you know, a dead number of like 60-something million or something like that, right? I mean, in practice.
And owing him a lot of money on the way out the door.
Too. Right. That's why
Right.
it's,
Right.
you're saying it right. Yeah, the practical matter, that the language of the contract leads us there. I think it's really smart. I mean, again, A.J. Brown, you know my thoughts on A.J. Brown. He's in a class of his own. Right? There's a lot of good receivers in football, but when you get to Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, and A.J. Brown, I think they stand apart from just about everybody in football right now. All right? And as we know, in the NFL or in any business, right, there's a hierarchy, right? And we've talked about this going back to the Matt Ryan, Julio Jones days of that contract and all of that, right? Everybody knows who the best player on that offense is there in Philadelphia. And certainly everybody knows who the best receiver is. That's A.J. Brown. So smart teams know that's a thing in the locker room and whatever else, and people are noticing that and all of that. And, yeah, good by them. I'm sure they knew as soon as they extended Devontae Smith that they were going to have to do something with A.J. Brown because he wasn't going to accept that, certainly. So they did right by him. They get out in front of it once again. And, you know, there's a good chance here, too, for a guy like A.J. Brown. He could see all 6 years of this contract and see every last penny of it. You know, so it's a good deal for both sides, like you said.
And here's the key, just to put a button on it.
Yeah.
$51 million fully guaranteed at signing. Another $29 million becomes fully guaranteed in March of 2025. So it's $80 million as a practical matter that is fully guaranteed at signing. He only had $21 million in guarantees left under his prior deal. So that's a huge bump for A.J. Brown. And from signing, the 6-year average is $27.33 million. That is the most of anyone right now. That is a great deal. $27.33 million. We are finally getting the contracts into the territory where Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill supposedly are until you remove the Fugazi back-end numbers. And there's nothing like that with A.J. Brown. There isn't some massive number in the final year that drives up the average. Amon-Ra St. Brown has that massive unrealistic number in the final year that drives up the average. And A.J. Brown, it's a real deal. And here's the thing. If the Eagles didn't do it now, it was going to get more expensive when Justin Jefferson does his contract.
Yeah, right.
It was definitely going to get more expensive because he's going to blow the market out of the water. And all the other receivers who haven't signed yet are going to try to fall in behind him.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And then you get out in front of it. Okay, Justin Jefferson signs a new contract here in the next 2 months, 3 months before the season starts. Now A.J. Brown has the best year of any receiver in football, right? He's got 1,600 yards. He leads the league in, yards per catch and touchdowns and all that. What do you think he's going to ask for next year? He's going to ask for Justin Jefferson's contract. I mean, that's what he's going to ask for, and that's where, my love-hate with the damn Eagles. I mean, damn, I hate the Eagles so much I love them. I mean, that's where it's getting to. It really is. The respect I have for that team, how they're building it, how the moves they make, the draft picks, the contracts that they do, they're next level right now. They really are. Their front office operates at as good as anybody in football.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.